That's my introduction dance, since, like I said, I hate making introductions. So I'm going to start again. I'm Nicole. If you haven't already been watching my videos, you probably know that. And by my name. That was kind of dumb. I shouldn't be introducing myself if you probably already know who I am. But if you just found this video randomly, I'm Nicole. If you watched my last video, you saw that I was actually in Disney this past week. Thanks for ruining my video. Okay. So I was in Disney last week. I went to go visit my family that lives in Orlando. I didn't know Playlist Live was going on when my mom booked the tickets to go to Orlando. So I was kind of surprised, and I was actually excited because I went to VidCon last June in California, and I really liked it. It was really cool meeting all the YouTubers. And Playlist Live. I didn't have tickets for Playlist Live, and it was already sold out, but I figured, you know, maybe I'd run into some people, possibly. I wasn't planning on it because who knows, but I ended up running into some people, which was really cool, and I was pretty excited about it. So let me get on with my little story. I would say my favorite YouTuber is probably the Shaycarl, whatever. I started watching them. That's probably what kind of got me into vlogging and like making videos. I really enjoyed watching theirs. So one night, I think it was Thursday night, we decided to go to Epcot, my family. And I saw that Shay had posted a picture that he was at Epcot, and I was like, oh my god, we have to run into them. I have to find them. I wanted to meet him so bad. He's one of my favorite YouTubers, like I think I just said. So we ended up seeing that the family that they were with, I think the Jolies, I don't watch them so I don't know the name, sorry. Someone took a picture and screenshotted it, and they showed where they were. They were like leaving at one point, so I was like, oh my god, we have to go find them really quick. I want to at least go say hi or something and get a picture, because that was one of the people, I had actually seen them when I was at VidCon, but they had ended up walking past because obviously people at VidCon just like mob, and you just cannot, if there's someone who's big at VidCon, you will not be able to get close to them and take a picture. They can't stop, obviously, and I understand, that makes sense. But so they were leaving the Shaytards. I saw them sitting right by the exit of Epcot. So I was with my nieces, and I didn't have my pass with me because my sister-in-law works there, so she had gotten us in, so there's no way for us to get back in. So I went to the security guard, and I was like, there's a YouTuber over there who I'd love to watch, and I really want to go and like get a picture. Can we please come back? And he was like, you need a pass, whatever. And I was like, I will give you my ID, I'll give you whatever you need, just please just let me in. And he actually ended up letting us go out there because we were right by the exit. They were just like right outside the exit. And they were actually sitting there taking a picture. I don't know if you saw the picture on Instagram. A lot of people were posting and reposting the picture that Shay had posted. It was like the two families all sitting together, and we were actually sitting there. I was waiting for them to finish with the picture before we ended up meeting Shay. So I actually have, my niece took some footage from her iTouch when we were waiting for Shay and his family to take the picture. And let me tell you now, I'm going to put it into this video just so you can kind of see, but it's literally like potato quality. The video is probably worse than potato quality. She sent it to me from her iTouch, and for some reason it just looks like so awful. It's so pixelated, but it shows like Shay coming up to us and them taking the picture. So I thought it was kind of cool to include in this video. So I'm going to include it. Here you go. Please do not yell at me. It is recorded the wrong way. It was my niece. You can yell at her. And that's about it.
We have a problem here. This is weird to be videoing it right now. What?
Oh, hi!
Hey!
Okay, ready guys? Scoot in tight. Scoot in tight. Scoot in tight. We'll turn off the clock. Let me look.
My hair hurts so bad. I really don't.
Okay,
last one. Sorry, last one.
Here we go.
Ready? 1, 2, 3. Oh my gosh, Zach's gonna go. Zach's gonna go.
Alright, this is video, so just keep videoing. I'll get a picture.
We're doing video. Upload this to youtube.com/what's the channel? I don't know.
So that is Shay coming and meeting us, taking a picture with him. And I'm also just going to include the pictures right now of my picture with Shay, and then my nieces ended up taking one with him as well. In my picture you can see Emmy tried to photobomb us on the right side over there, and then Brock decided to be in the picture with my nieces, which was kind of cool. I was gonna, when you go up to them, like, you have so much that you would think that you'd want to say to them, but like your mind just kind of goes blank. I was just like, hi, can I get a picture? That's pretty much all I ended up saying. I wish I would have asked him some questions or something or anything, but of course we just kind of said hi, took a picture, and they were on their way, so they left. So I got to meet Shay that night. Then the next day we went to Magic Kingdom, like I had said, and then after we ended up going to Sweet Tomatoes, I was with my nieces, and someone ended up coming and sitting down across from us in a booth, and I saw they had a Playlist Live lanyard on, and I was like, oh, like, okay. He looks kind of familiar, but I couldn't place him exactly, and so we noticed that it wasn't like just like the regular guest Playlist Live, it was like the people who were like actually invited to be there. I'm not exactly sure what they're called, but it was someone who I thought was pretty important. So I'm like, we have to figure out who this is. So we went on my iPhone and we pulled up like the people who were invited to Playlist Live, and we're like, looking through and we're like trying to look and like see, trying to compare and see if it was actually someone that was there, and we could not figure out who it was. So I'm like, one of us has to go up and say something. So we were getting up to leave, and my niece goes up to him and he goes, are you on YouTube? And he kind of just like did like a little like smile and smirk, and he's like, yeah, I am, and he told us his name, and he's Tyler Ward. So I feel like an idiot now because I've actually like watched his videos before, and someone's introduced me to like his stuff before, and he's super cute, and we actually ended up, he's like, you guys want a picture? And we're like, yeah, for sure. So we took a picture with him, and I'll post that one right here. So that was pretty cool. I just wish I would have actually known who he was when I went up to him, but that's okay. So I got to meet Tyler Ward, which was really cool, and it was random. So we ended up, we were like, wow, that was pretty cool. We want to go and actually go to Playlist Live. So it was like 9 o'clock at night at this point, and my mom dropped us off at the Marriott. So we walked in, and we were like, I don't know if we're going to be able to even see anything, because we didn't have badges, we didn't have passes, we just kind of just were going to walk around and see what we could see if anyone was walking around the lobby. And as soon as we ended up walking in, we saw Colin Keys, I think his name is. My nieces knew who they was. They took a picture with him. He's from America's Got Talent, I believe. I'm not sure. I don't watch him, so, or I didn't know who he was. But they got a picture with him. Then we ended up kind of just walking around the place. We went down to like the pool because there's supposed to be a pool party going on, but no one was really out because it was a little cold. Yeah, but we ended up just walking around and seeing different people that were there. And here are the people that I actually got to meet. So the first person I ran into, we were sitting like on a bench like where all of the event space was going on, because we could just walk down there, which I was surprised about. And we were trying to charge our phones because like all of us had no battery left on our phones. And it was like a little hallway at the end. There was really no one in the hallway at the time. It was kind of like down a little bit of a ways. And all of a sudden out comes Allie, Charles Trippy's girlfriend, and his sister Melissa. And I was like, oh my god. I was like, I told my nieces, I was like, you guys don't know who they are, but I really like watching them. So I was like, hey Allie, and I was like, can I get a picture with you? And then she was super nice. I actually had met them last year in Santa Monica on the pier right before VidCon. I met her and Charles together, which was cool. But so I got another picture with her this time, and I'll put that one here. So they were really nice. I just ended up saying hi, taking a picture. I didn't really ask any questions once again. That's what I did with everybody. I didn't really ask questions, didn't say anything. I just kind of said, can I have a picture with you guys? And then said thank you and let them go on their way. Because I'm sure they had a long day of taking pictures. That was the last thing they wanted to do when they were about to just go home. Or I think they were watching the Unfriended trailer as far as I'm aware, because they went back into that room. But we kept walking down the hall. At one point, we kind of just like sat and then walked down the hallway, kind of sat and saw what people were doing, what was going on. And we were walking down another kind of hallway towards the end. We were going to turn around in a minute, and I saw Casey Lavier. And since I really like the Shaycarls, I was like, oh my god. And I was like, hey Casey, can I get a picture? And he was like, oh, I just had some pepperoni sandwich, so my breath kind of stinks, but sure. And I was like, oh, thank you. So I took a picture with him, and then I ended up walking a little bit farther, and I saw Logan, Shay's brother as well. And I think Logan is so cute, obviously. Who doesn't think he's cute? And I was like, oh, Maddie, which is my niece, and I was like, that's Logan, you have to get a picture. So we went up to Logan. He was with Dahan, and he had his sandwich in his hand. I guess they were getting sandwiches after the day. So I got a picture with Logan, which I was excited about. And I actually met Carly last year at VidCon. So I got to actually meet all of the butlers, so I was pretty excited about that, because for not even having a ticket, I was pretty lucky, I would say. And then the last person I got to meet was Gabby, the Gabby show on Vine. If you watch any of her stuff, she's pretty funny. She was just in the lobby, like checking in, I think, at the time, and I got a picture with her. Me and my niece both did, so she was super cool, super nice too as well. So all of them, I was really happy. Like, we got to meet a bunch of different people. My niece got to meet some other people. I think their name was like Kevin and something. I don't know who they were. There's some couple that met long distance online, and I don't know. There's a bunch of people there that I didn't know that they all knew. And they were like Viners and YouTubers, and that's about it. I didn't get to meet obviously like Jenna Marbles or Andrea Russet or any people that I like also like to watch, but I should have gotten, if I really wanted to meet them, I probably should have gotten a pass. So that was our kind of sneaking into Playlist Live, if you want to call it that. I wouldn't really say we snuck in, but we kind of, if we wanted to, we probably could have, because they weren't really checking badges, I feel like, and whatever. One other funny story about Playlist Live, we were standing in the lobby that night, just, you know, kind of standing around, looking around where everyone else was at too, and some guy runs around. He has his camera in front of him, he's like vlogging, and he starts running, and I guess he was somebody because a bunch of girls started running and following him, and then like, it was just a mad rush, mad dash, just girls started screaming, and like, oh my god, and you just saw everyone start to run, and they were chasing after him, he ran outside, and I thought it was pretty funny, and so we were standing there talking, and there was these two guys next to us, and they were like, oh, that's hilarious, or like, I bet people would run after us if we started running, and we were like, yeah, I bet they would. So these two guys were like, well, you guys should chase after us. So I didn't want to do it, but my nieces wanted to. So they actually, I think my niece got it on film, I'm not sure, she got a picture with the guy too, but they were like, okay, 1, 2, 3. So the guy runs, and my nieces start chasing after him, screaming, and then a bunch of other girls just start running, and this guy was, not trying to be mean, but he was like, he was nobody special, nobody important, but they were all chasing after him, and then like he had a crowd around him, and people started taking selfies with him and stuff, and no one actually knows who it is. So I thought that was like the funniest part about it, is people just start going crazy and start running when they see someone else running, which is probably the most interesting part about Playlist Live. So hopefully next year I actually do want to buy a ticket for Playlist Live and go and check out and see everything, kind of learn more about the YouTube community and actually use the panels, but that was my experience for kind of sneaking in, and that's all. If you like this video, press the like button and go ahead and subscribe, please. Alright, bye guys.